All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Botany of Content for UPSC examination. Now, after many days, we are starting this remaining portion of our syllabus, which is the paper 2 for the UPSC mains examination, right? So, these videos are brought by the Vishal International Educational Services, which is located at the district Washim, Maharashtra, India. If you have any query, you can directly contact on this mobile number, preferably on the Telegram. Okay. 8975045655. This is our official number to be contacted on the Telegram. Right. Let us consider the memberships. Okay. As you know, we have the membership offers on our YouTube channel, and there are three kinds of memberships: the level one, level two, and the level three. You can observe here the level one, and at the level one, you have to pay the 159 price to get the unit one, that is microbiology and the plant pathology. At level two, at 1199 per month, you will get the first five units or chapters of the paper 1. And if you go for the level number 3, which is at only 1599, the price is changed now. It is not 3999, but actually 1599. And by paying 1599 per month, you will get all of the 10 chapters which are there in the UPSC mains examination. Okay. Now, let's come to the topic. In today's topic, we are going to focus on the chapter number 5. And in that chapter number 5, that is the plant ecology and the geography, we have to consider the topic global warming. Now, this global warming topic is a very broad topic, and the global warming is an umbrella term. So, we are going to cut down this topic into the many subtopics. In this particular video lecture, we will only talk about the introduction of the global warming, which will be very, very important from not only from the UPSC mains examination point of view, but also from the UPSC preliminary examination point of view. Okay. So UPSC mains examination and UPSC preliminary examination, from both point of view, this topic is very, very important, as this particular topic, that is the global warming, is also given in the general studies paper. So it is an all around topic, and that is why we have to go through the much details as possible. Right. So now let us consider the syllabus. Okay, we are here at the plant ecology and the plant geography, that is the chapter number 5, and we are considering the global warming and the climate change. Right, whatever the topics are left in this particular chapter, we are going to cover in a subsequent lectures. Okay, so let us start the global warming. Right, now consider the very title first. Okay, what's in our title? We are using the title, that is the global warming. Okay, now consider global warming. Right, now this topic, which is made up of the two words, the very first word is the global. Global here stands for the globe. Okay, and warming stands for the getting warm or getting heat up. So consider, for example, this is our mother earth. Okay, and this mother earth is of course surrounded by the atmosphere. Okay, the thin gaseous atmosphere is there around the earth. Okay, and this particular atmosphere, we judge it by the air. Okay, majority of the air is there in this particular atmosphere. Now what happens, see, whatever the sun rays are there, which is coming from the sun, consider this is an sun, and the sun rays are continuously coming towards the mother earth, right from the sun. Now this sunlight is comprised of the different kinds of the sun rays, out of which the visible rays, okay, consider visible rays are very important and good for the earth. Because of this the kinds of the rays, we are able to see our atmosphere. Right, now
Along with this, the rays like ultraviolet rays or the UV rays also coming in the direction of the Earth. But whatever the ultraviolet rays are there, these ultraviolet rays are stopped in the stratosphere due to the ozone layer. Okay, so ozone layer is there to stop this particular UV radiation. So whatever the good radiation is there, this radiation is coming to the Mother Earth. Now, what happens when this radiation comes to the Earth? Consider the radiation which comes and gets in a contact with the Earth, it starts to heat up the Earth because whatever the temperature is there, this temperature is gradually increased due to the sun rays, right? Now, whenever the rays are coming to the Earth's surface, some of them are get reflect back. Now, this is the natural process which we called it as a reflection, right? So, whatever the reflected rays are there, these are reflected rays are going again back into the space after they were striking the Mother Earth. After striking the Mother Earth, they were getting back into the space. Now, the exact process of coming of the rays to the Mother Earth and getting back into the atmosphere due to the reflection, this is a constant process and it is occurring throughout the history of the Earth. All right. Now, but some of the gases are there within this particular air which are able to trap the outgoing radiation. That is, consider the very first gas is the CO2, that is the carbon dioxide. The second gas is CH4, that is the methane. Consider the third example, for example, CFC, that is the chlorofluorocarbon. Now, the gases like these, just like carbon dioxide, methane, and CFC, they have the special ability to stop whatever the outgoing radiation is there, which is going out of the Earth's atmosphere into the space. And what they do, they trap. What they trap this particular heat energy which is going outside. So what will happen whenever the outgoing radiation come in a contact with the CO2, CH4 or CFC, this outgoing radiation will not go back and it will stay in the atmosphere, right? So is this a really a problem? No, this is not a problem. Okay, this is happening on the Mother Earth since the ice ages or since the formation of the Earth, and that is why we have some of a very good amount of temperature. That is the average temperature of our Mother Earth is a 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, and due to this warmness or the 15 degrees Celsius Mother Earth temperature, nearly all the living organism able to survive on this particular Mother Earth, right? Because these gases tends to absorb the outgoing radiation and keep the earth very warm, and due to this warmness we are able to maintain the 15 degrees Celsius temperature around the globe. Now, then why we are calling it as a problem? Why we sense the global warming in a very negative sense? If it is the good thing, if it is warming the earth is a good thing, then why we are taking this global warming into the so much negative thought? Because nowadays what is happening, the amount of CO2 which is naturally 0.03% only in the Mother Earth, okay, this amount of CO2 and whatever the natural amount of CH4 is increasing day by day. Okay, so as you know, there is a full of the pollution, and due to the pollution the gases like CO2 and CH4 keeps on increasing, right? They are continuously increasing, and due to the increase of these gases, the more and more outgoing radiation is trapped by these gases and it will stay on the Mother Earth, and that is why the average temperature of the Mother Earth, which is 15 degrees Celsius, this is keeps on increasing. Okay, and if it increases it will create some problem for the Mother Earth. Now, on the similar line, the chlorofluorocarbon, which is not a natural gas, okay, it is not a natural gas like CO2 or the CH4, but it is a man-made gas. Okay, first two, that is the CO2 and CH4, these both are the natural gases, but the CFC, that is the chlorofluorocarbon, it is a man-made gas, And this man-made gas also has the ability to trap the outgoing radiation which is going out of the earth surface into the space. So CFC is again coming into the picture and joining hands with the CH4 and CO2 like gases, and trapping the more and more Earth's heat, and keeping this heat in the atmosphere of the Earth. Okay, so basically the problem is that these gases are keeps on increasing, and new gases like CFC gases are created by the human beings, creating more and more problem regarding this particular topic, right? So whatever the outgoing radiation is there which is going out easily, but these are trapped but due to the increasing amount of these greenhouse gases, and due to these greenhouse gases the earth is hitting, and that is why we say the global warming, right? That is globe is getting warm, right? So what will happen if more and more such gases are put into the atmosphere due to the pollution or the man-made activities? Now this will create the heating of the earth, and due to the heat, what will happen, the average temperature of the mother earth will increase. Okay, if the average earth temperature increases, what will happen, the ice caps, whatever the ice caps are there in the on the earth or on the mountains, it will melt. Okay, whatever the ice caps are there, they will melt, and after melting they will be getting converted into the liquid water. Now once they get it converted into the liquid water, the all this water will come into the ocean, and now what happens, the level of the ocean will rise. So whatever the cities which are located near the coastline, these cities will be first to drawn into the water bodies, right? Whatever the oceans are there, these oceans will rise up in the size and the strength. And after the rising up, these cities, whatever the cities which are located near the oceans, they will be below the ocean, and this will create a very large economical problem for the human as well, right? So basically what is happening in the global warming, whatever the outgoing radiation should be going naturally outside, it will stay here due to the enormous amount of gas which is created due to the pollution. So you can say that the global warming is totally an anthropogenic activity, right? Before that, this is a very natural activity which is occurring at a very small scale, but due to the pollution which is created due to the human being, now it became an anthropogenic activity, and it is happening rapidly since last 30 to sorry, since last 3 to 4 decades. In last 30 years alone, the 0.6%, sorry, 0.6 degrees Celsius temperature is increased uh, throughout the mother earth. The temperature has increased in 0.6 degrees Celsius. It is just because of the pollution which is put forward by the anthropogenic activities, right? So basically you should understand the global warming is not, it was the ancient concept, it was the natural concept. The earth is heating up from the time of its creation, but what is happening, it is heating up more and more due to the pollution, due to the polluted air, due to the polluted gases like CO2, CH4, and CFCs. It is getting more and more heat up, and that is why the global warming has become the topic of concern in the recent days. Right. So I hope you understand the basic and the introductory part of the global warming and why we are getting our globe to heat up. Right. So whatever the next discussion is important regarding from the UPSC mains examination point of view, we will carry forward through the next lecture. All right.